track themselves, if I come around this side, these boxes are massive as well, they're amazing. You've got that, just that justifying click that's in there already, so you know that you've got all that there. So you've got all that. So basically, you're putting this little bit into the centre of the track is where you're actually going. That is going into the groove of the track itself. But it will do it all for you. None of this so it's going to come off and it's going to go sideways. You get that reassuring click, and the magnets are there as well. So you know that is now not going to move. If it moves, it's going to move the track as well. And all of this for 2 flexible payments of £47.50 today. Right, what I'm going to do now is, once again, we weren't meant to. I'm going to shop ahead. Jump on the website, because everything's on here for the latest show as well. So we have got some of the bigger tracks now. We've got the golf racing as well. That will work with what we've just seen as well. Also, the American police chase will also work with the track we've just seen. You've then got the Batman, which then runs off your mobile phone, your tablet device, which is phenomenal. It's really worth having a little look at that as well. We've then also got your extension kits as well for your micros if you want to go for your extension packs. Once again, $14.99, $12.99 and $12.99. These could be an add-on gift. These could be a birthday gift. We don't know when Scalextric will be back with us here at Hochanda. We know we've got them for 2 shows today, but they are very, very busy across the board. 2 of the busiest so far are Bond and Wacky Races. £49.99 for your Bond. 010217 is your item number, and split that cost as well. And with your Wacky Races, also £54.99, 207750 is your item number. You can also split the cost as well. What do you mean when I say split the cost? Well, what I'm talking about is flexible payments. And if you don't know what flexible payments are, Alioni's here to tell you everything that you need.
Flexi order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping baskets, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
My word, are we busy. Yes, indeed. Me and Martin were just chatting about Linda, Martin's mum. She's a big Hochanda fan. So, Linda, if you're watching, I hope you're well, sitting there with a cup of tea and a slice of Battenberg, I guess, is my cake of choice. He's doing very well, isn't he? Very, very well. Very, very well. But let's go all the way back. Why do you think, and this is one of those questions that we go through phases, everything goes through a phase, like flared trousers and things like that in cars. Why do you think the Scalextric has lasted the test of time? I read in my introduction, it was first launched and unveiled in 1957 over in Harrogate. Why do you think it's lasted all the way now to 2020?
I think, well, there are certain things in the world of toys that have lasted, and it comes down to the play pattern and the experience. And you know, we have a lot of things that which we consume, and we throw them away X years after. Scalextric never gets thrown away. It gets put in the loft. Sometimes bits and it might even work where it's, you know, had a shop. It never gets thrown away. It's got such a high perceived value. And you know, so going back to in the early days, in the sort of late 50s and the 60s, it was a big innovation. You know, it wasn't the cheapest, and as you got a little bit later on in years, nearer to the sort of 70s, it went from a case of, like, you know, not 1 in 5 sort of households of children X age had it, but more did. And you know, you get into the 80s, it was on the top 10 Christmas list. So it obviously, even though the play pattern is relatively simple in if you think of today's technologies, it still is an absolute classic, and it still works. And the fact that it brings the family together in that it's something which the granddads and dads and even the mums and grands remember as well from their own childhoods, whether it's their brothers or them having it themselves. But even the children of today enjoy it. It's not, I suppose, as techie as video gaming, but I think the other thing why it has worked so well is that parents themselves still really buy into it, and that's because it's taking children away from screen time, and as you mentioned earlier, it brings the family together. It has almost a board game kind of play factor to it, in that come Christmas Day, the children have got their things, they've gone off their own way, they're very independent gifts a lot of the time. This is something that, well, now we can all come together, we can all play this. I used to really enjoy it when I was young, so did so-and-so and so-and-so in different in the family. The kids all love it anyway. And the kids sometimes love it because they see, especially the dad loving it. And, and that's, from our kind of research and what we see at our events is you actually see, especially with dads, whether it's son or daughter, regardless, it really brings them together. And the dad absolutely loves it because the child loves it and they love it. And you don't get that with many things. And I think that's probably one of the main reasons why it's still as big as it is and as known as it is today. And
I think it is. And it's something that you can pass down from generation to generation. It's something, as Martin said, that you've probably got in the loft that you've never even looked at anymore. It's been sitting in that corner for years upon years. Well, now start getting it out. Why not go for one of the tracks today and then fit yours against it? Obviously, if you've got one of the bigger ones, go for one of the bigger ones. But if you're just going to start out, let's start at the very beginning, because as Julie Andrews said, it's a very good place to start. You've got 2 flexible payments on this. No, you haven't. You've got one-off payment at a cracking little price of £29.99. So under £30 today is going to get you a first Scalextric that you could then, that's going to last you for a generation, that's going to last you forever. Most of the office have already bought these today. We've been looking at them. Our Lottie producer, our Katie's bought one as well. We're all looking at them. And obviously one of the perks of working in here, we get to look. But this is my job. This is what I'm going to try and tell you to. They are amazing and you will not be disappointed. Let's go back to the features and benefits of my first that you've got here. Rattle them all out for me.
Right, so the simple one with this is it's very easy. The cars stay to the track. They've got strong magnets in them. You've got the speed controllers on there. So it really means you can plug it all in, build it for the child, and you can effectively leave the room and they'll get on absolutely fine with it. It is really plug and go. From a build perspective, for an adult, it probably takes about 4 minutes to put this together. It's simple, it's battery, so it makes it safe. However, if you want to go for the mains version of it, you can upgrade it through the accessory pack. So this is really that ideal starting point. It's just so simplistic with the colour coding and the fact the cars stay on the track. So it's a good starting point.
It is one of those things, and the cars will stay on the track. It doesn't matter how long you hold them on for, they will stay on. You've got the colour coding in there as well, so if you are a little one, my little one's 4 at the moment, so she would love this because we know colours now, so we know red and yellow, we know that she can pop them on the track herself and she will be able to play this with all her friends, and when if a cousin comes over, when her cousin can come back over, they can play this, and I could quite happily leave them knowing they're not touching electrics, they're not putting in plugs into the socket, because it will all work off batteries. I also know if we go away to a staycation or we're somewhere in the UK, caravans or wherever we go, we could take this with us. Because I know I haven't got to find a plug socket, I can pop batteries in it, take fresh batteries with me, and they can sit and play. But that's, I answered my own question. Take batteries with me. For the sheer fact, if you're at home, you're going to go through a lot of batteries. 6 batteries is what it takes time and time again. So for the price it costs you for a set of batteries, or the battery that you replenish, you might as well go for the little extra kit. This is the details are at the we'll put them on the side of the screen for you. This is the power pack. So this is what plugs into the wall. You only need to change one section of track to place this in. When you change the section of track, do your plungers, your controllers, fit into this? Yep. Quite simply?
All exactly the same connection that goes in. Simple, very simple goes in. The only difference being, because we have the 2 down here, is you have another plug, which is where the mains go in. Really is simple. The piece of track is exactly the same size. Easy peasy.
So you haven't got to worry about cords and cables and screwdrivers. If anything, it's easier because you don't need that screwdriver to put the batteries in. £14.99, a nice little add-on gift if your budget will go for it as well. Also, if once again, it's your own budgets for this. Don't let me poke or prod you in ways you don't want to be poked and prodded. I'm not here for that. I'm here to get you the best possible deal. But the best possible deal is going for the extra kits as well that we've got on the show. So this time, you've got the straights and the curves in here. So what are we getting in the straights and the curves? Apart from straights and curves.
So you get the straights and the curves. So one of the packs is specifically designed, the straights and curves one, about adding length to it. So you get around just over, I think, 1.3 metres in the straights and curves. So it's that ideal building step upwards. What the other pack gives you with the loop or the half pipe is probably more the stunt and the fun element of it. So you can go 2 different routes. They all compact with each other, but if you want that, I want a bigger circuit, then the straights and the curves is the one for you. If it's a bit more about the fun, the stunt, and watching cars come potentially flying off, then it's just the stunt accessory pack, which is going to be the better one for you. But as you say, these all go together, so it's all compatible either way you go.
They do indeed. So if it was me personally, you would gift this first. Let them enjoy the track. Let them use that figure of 8 and get used to it. And then maybe a couple of months, maybe they've done well at school, maybe they've done an exam, maybe they've... An exam, they're 4 years old. Maybe they've learned to write their name or something like that. Then you can add on that extension pack. They've been to university. There you can add on that extension pack for them. You can add on that loop-de-loop as well. Maybe it's going to be a birthday and an Easter gift. I know I'm wishing my life away, but maybe it's going to be one of those gifts coming up. And as I said, we don't know when they're going to be back, so get them while you can. £12.99. But for your pack itself, you are looking at £29.99. I must tell you now, everything is on extended delivery from the 16th of November. It's only a week Monday. What's a week between, friends? It'll be here in time for Christmas, and you can have the best present under the tree. So from this one, we now move on to Ryan's World. Ryan's World is one of these that if you've never heard of our Ryan, he's a big YouTuber. He reviews toys. That's what he does. That was his now job. I know, he's 7. And he now reviews toys, and now he's got his own Scalextric kit with all the creations and the world, the fantasy world that he lives in. But once again, we could use this with other kits that we've all made, the micro kits that we've already got.
Definitely. It all compacts together. It's all exactly the same track. You know, it's just a colour change, which is different. So the cars you get in this, so how this set actually works is the idea is that this car is actually a character called Dark Titan, which features in Ryan's World in the TV show. It's a kind of a character that he's kind of created himself in his own little world. And then we have an SUV police car, and the idea here is that that's Ryan's police car, effectively kind of chasing the baddie. So this is much more around the chase element of it. So this is really ideal if you know your child or your grandchild or friend, whoever it be, is really into Ryan's World. It's a different toy to what you can get out there from other Ryan's World products, a bit different, because you've got obviously all the fun of Scalextric and the educational part of putting all the track together.
Hand-eye coordination once again, £49.99. 2 flexible payments of £25 is what you are looking at. Right then, we're moving on. Busy, busy, busy is what we are for our Bond. Half the stock, 50% of Bond have now already gone, is what we're looking at for this. We are talking Bond. Let me spin the track around for you so you can see what you're getting there. So you get all the different track layers. You've also got your speed controls on this as well. Once again, I'm going to ask the same question because we have new viewers every time. If this is battery operated, so if we are going for the extra track and the loop-de-loop, would you suggest that we also go for the power mains as well, just to give it that bit more of an oomph?
I would, yes, for consistency. I mean, we know on this 4-metre layout it works absolutely fine, and if you make it a bit bigger. But the thing is, if you're going to invest in it and make it bigger, you might as well go mains, because eventually you're going to need mains anyway. And if you've invested in it, I'm sure it's because the child or the adult is really enjoying it. So why keep spinning out for the batteries, I suppose? You might go straight over to mains.
No, it's very, very true. Bond is busy by far. We are busy for Bond already. You get that beautiful loop-de-loop in there, and you get the 2 amazing little well-known Bond cars in there from that well-known chase sequence that you've got from No Time to Die from our Bond itself. It's not out yet, but you've seen clips of it, boys. You've seen trailers of it, so you know what's coming. You do know what's coming, but it is astonishing. And it's going to be a cracker whenever it does come out, maybe in 4 years' time. 2 flexible payments of £25 is what you're looking at for this one. And then remember, if you're a Freedom member, that's £25 today, and it will be sent to you. Then £25 in a month's time on the 8th of November, and then it is yours. From that, another one that's been busy this hour as well is Wacky Races. Now, we all know the cartoon, we've all seen it, we've all grown up with it, and maybe now our kids are growing up with it again. With the wondrous world of the internet that you've got out there at the moment, you can relive some of the old characters and some of the old cartoons. You've got Dick Dastardly in there and Muttley in there as well. You've got Peter Perfect, and these are the characters that you will be riding around the track. Now, once again, the only difference is, can correct me if I'm wrong, is actually the track print. The track fits together, it's just the pattern that's on the track.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly right. So in the Bond set, it's in plain black. In the Wacky Races, it has this yellow print on it, which has chevrons, has things like skull and crossbones, just generally things, a bit of fun, skid marks as well on there, as well as where cars come off the track. I think one of the main things with this set is actually the vehicles themselves, and the fact that you've actually got the three-dimensional character in there. So you have Peter Perfect, and we have Muttley and Dick Dastardly there as well. So they're really actually quite detailed characters. So if you've seen and know the TV series, you actually sort of appreciate how they are, and also the detail of them at this small scale.
That is the thing, it is the detail, and we are talking official licenses here. We're not talking some replica, we're talking the real deal. So the real characters is what we're talking about in there as well, which is absolutely beautiful. There's the track that you're looking at the moment. That is just one layout that you can achieve from this track. There are so many more. You can also achieve a stunt ramp with this track as well. So sort of like a side wall that would go up a wall, which looks amazing. Let me show you on the back of the box, just so you can see it itself. So you can also create tracks like this. So if you don't want the loop in there, you can also go for a loop either side. Once again, it all comes down to skill levels, don't it?
Yes, yeah, definitely. So on this set, because you have the longer straights compared to the My First, it means the car can pick up a bit more speed. So if you go flat out at the full speed on corners, there is a chance it will come off. And we design it, and it's meant to be like that. It's purposely, because if they stayed on the track all the time, then there wouldn't really be any involvement, and there'd be less skills. So there has to be that you've got to slow down a bit on the bends. Also, kids actually really like them coming off periodically as well. That is a lot of the fun of it. Not just the menacing children, even the bigger children still get quite excited by cars going flying across the room.
Can we see them going around the track?
Yeah, sure.
See them going around.
So these are at full speed.
Look at that, full speed is full speed.
If you watch them for too long, you will start to feel a bit sleepy. They're zipping around at such a speed. So they are really quick, but you can run slower. But if you run too slow, you won't make the loop. And that's part of your skill, so you haven't done it. So there is something more to it. It's not just a simple standing, holding down and they'll go. There is another element to it as well. So there is just that little bit more skill. It's simple stuff. Mind you, I do this all the time, so I should be good at it. But it's straightforward. And the main thing with it is it's easy enough that the child isn't going to get frustrated with it. Which is something that you want, isn't it? You want something that you're not going to use and then think, I can't do that anymore, it keeps falling off, and then you pack it away and you don't use it again. You want something that's going to grow with you, and these will really grow with you. £54.99, 207750 is your item number. We can split the cost on that, £27.50 is what you're looking at. So, once you've gone past your micro, you can now go large, and when we talk large, we've got things like Batman, which will coming up later this evening. Do not miss that with our Alex tonight. It looks phenomenal. Work it off your tablet, work it off your phones. You can work it from a distance as well. It does look a cracking little set, but I'm not allowed to talk about it anymore. But we've also got... Love it. We've also got the set as well. Once again, we're now talking what we remember. This is what we remember Scalextric for, but... it's what you remember, but slightly different, because obviously everything's evolved, everything's sort of changed, and this is where the skill level now steps up another gear. Yes, most definitely, yeah. So the cars do have magnets in them, but they're nowhere near as strong as the magnets in My First or in Micro. So that means that you have got a maximum speed that you can go. So right now I'm just doing it at a controlled speed of practice, but if I speed it up, it will come straight off on the bend. So there is a bit of a skill to it. And it's all very well and easy when you're standing here just doing one, that if you've got someone else racing the other car, then you've got that element of competition that comes in, and you want to win and you want to beat them. And then all that concentration can then go out the window as the red mist arrives. And that's all part of the fun of Scalextric. You know, it is based on motorsport. It is about racing cars. And that's very much what this particular set's about. I know we're not allowed to talk about the Batman set, but that one's a little bit different, and we'll cover that a bit later. But this is about winning it, and this is about whoever gets the most laps and, of course, stays on the track.
No, it is. You really don't want to miss, because the Batman set, you've got like little challenges in there and it'll throw you off. It's amazing. It's absolutely phenomenal. I was reading the back of the box earlier, just before we came on air. With this one, you've got your lap counter in, though. Now you've got your lap counter, so now it's going to count all those laps for you. So you can do the best of 50, best of 25, best of 3, and it's going to count everyone for you. So you know when you go round that track, you are going to be the winner. You've got the lap counter in there. You've also got your speed limiter on your hand control as well. So if you're just starting out, you may want to go slightly slower than normal and then build your gradual speed up. But once you hit this track, so would this sort of track fit with things like the Batman and other tracks that we've got the more... Not the micro, when we talk normal Scalextrics, as it were.
Yeah, normal Scalextric, you're right. It fits with everything. And basically any set produced from around about the early 2000s is exactly the same. The track system before that, which ran for a good 30, 40 years, is the same. There's one difference, and that is the way the track actually clips together. So if you've got older track in the loft, that will compact with this, but you'll need to get a converter piece, which is available. So that means whatever you've got in the loft, providing it's not too rusty or damaged or whatever, it will. You can go bigger. And with the 30-second scale Scalextric, you can go massive. It probably more comes down to the fact of how big is your house or how big is your floor than how much it will still work well.
It is going to be one of them things. Right then. We've now come to crunch time, is what we're now looking at. For the sheer fact, I have got 1 minute and 30 seconds left. If you've got anything in your baskets, I would start checking it out. Especially if it's Bond or Wacky Races, I don't know if they're going to last, because obviously people will be thinking about them and they'll buy after the hour. Let's sum this up then, Martin. Take 30 seconds for me. If people are umming and ahhing, they're sitting on the fence, they think, I'd like to give it a go. You've put it on flexible payments, which is amazing. We can't really find them elsewhere. We might go for the micro, we might go for the big ones. Whichever they go for, and they're thinking, I don't know if I can, I don't know if my little one would enjoy it, I don't know if... What would you say to those people at the moment?
It really is about thinking about who's going to be using it, and it comes down to the age. If they are 3s and 4s, start with my first, potentially micro, anything older than that. Or if you think it's going to be the granddad and dad playing it with the child or grandchild more, you can go straight for the Janetta set, because there's going to be someone there to kind of teach them and show them how through it. They are easy to use. So again, it really does depend on who you're exactly buying it for.
Martin will be back at 9 o'clock this evening with something very, very special. £149.99 is what you're looking at. It's on 3 flexible payments as well. We've only got 15 seconds left. Thank you, Martin. It's been an absolute pleasure. Well, there's nothing more left to say. There's 10 seconds left. Don't you go anywhere. Start checking out your baskets. You don't want to miss this. This is a little corker. Batman and Robin, Catwoman and Batgirl, Joker, oh, Harley Quinn. I desperately want it. Don't you go anywhere. Dolly Dimple's up next. Remember, check out your baskets for Scalextrics, people. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Hi, I'm Hayley. Join me for some amazing Fabric Freedom shows. Fabric Freedom design all their fabrics here in the UK, and they design them with quilters in mind, so they're really good at picking out those unidirectional prints, really nice and small prints so you can work on smaller patchwork projects, and paste prints as well, which is one of their signature fabrics. They do lots more fabrics besides quilt and cottons, so tune in to the Fabric Freedom shows here on Hochanda.
Hi everyone, I'm Phil Martin. I've been a paper crafter for well over 20 years now and a designer for just over 10 years. Sentimentally Yours is my multi-award winning brand of clear stamps, rubber stamps. I've now also introduced lots of craft dyes in there, designer papers. I have my mediums where we've introduced the Flawless Media brand into the Sentimentally Yours family. So on our Hochanda shows we aim to inspire you, to be educational and to teach you how to get the most from the products that we're bringing to you. The Sentimentally Yours family has grown to include my good friend Julia Watts and our new designer Trudy Howard. Hopefully we're all going to bring something different to the show, so you're going to be enriched with lots of different ideas and inspiration. Be sure to join us for our Sentimentally Yours shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Katrina from Rowan Dean. We're a small family business that design embroidery kits. Embroidery has always been my passion and I'd love to show you how to do some of the stitches and some of the kits. We're based in Derbyshire and I'm really inspired by the landscape and flora of Derbyshire, and I think other people will be too. Our kits are really easy and I hope they inspire you to have a go at stitching. Since we've been on Hochanda, we've had a great time. Everybody's been really friendly and really good. We've met loads of people all around the country who watch Hochanda and find it really inspiring. Don't forget to join me on my own Dean shows on Hochanda.
Hi, my name is Blanche Siegmann. I'm the owner of the company La Blanche. The company La Blanche is a crafting company located in Germany. For over 20 years I'm designing and selling stamps, paper crafting products and home decoration. As a passionate crafter myself, I make sure all our products are of highest quality and easy to use. We produce a whole range of products. We produce paper products. We have also shrink sleeves for your jars, glasses. We have home decoration products, paints and wall decals. Everything, the whole range of crafting we produce for you. I hope you enjoy watching us at Hochanda and crafting with La Blanche.
Have you heard of Hochanda Freedom? Did you know that as a Hochanda Freedom member, you could be making savings on every order you place? For just £5.97 a month, you will benefit from selected Freedom member discounts and complimentary standard delivery on every order you place. You will also receive our exclusive Hochanda Freedom members badge, regular newsletters, giveaways and crafty updates. If you shop with Hochanda more than twice a month, then Freedom is for you. Don't forget, your Freedom membership is flexible, so you can pause it if you're going away, or you can cancel it at any time. So what are you waiting for? Give us a call or head to the website, quoting item number 88888 and join Hochanda Freedom today.
Hello, good evening. Well, it's 6 o'clock, which means it is time for a brand new launch of a brand new one-day special. And we are talking, these are really gorgeous Dolly Dots. And of course, we've got Charmaine. Hello, Charmaine.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, I think these are absolutely adorable.
They are so cute, aren't they?
They are. The stamps, the dies to match are wonderful. I like having that combination.
Yeah, it's quirky. I'm not a major die person normally.
Right.
But I've got to listen to my audience.
Yeah.
You know, so, but I have had fun with these. I really have. It's converted me in a different way.
Yeah.
Because I like to do things where they're popping out of cards, popping out of things, and then I back them onto something so you don't see the colouring through, or so that I can put something behind, and I'll show in samples exactly what I mean. So it's worked in a different way for me.
Right, okay.
So I've really got into it.
Oh, nice.
Really got into it.
And also what we'll say, though, is when we do kind of go down the counter, you'll see that everything works in tandem together. It's all a one beautiful big package. Now what we've got here are options for you. Option 1 on the top here. There you go. So this is Katie and Mia.
Katie and Mia is the first one, and
Yeah.
then you've got Fred and Kane at the opposite side, and you've got the Dolly Tots toys in the middle.
Amazing, loving that. Now the bottom option, option 2, there we go. So we've got Maud and Tom.
That's in the middle.
Yeah.
And then you have got, I'm trying to remember all the names. So you've got Eva and Belinda, that's the one with the little doggies there.
Yeah.
And Juliet and Bella.
Yeah. Marvellous. I love all their names. Do the names have any relevance?
Yes, some of them do have relevance. One in particular is the designer is our Anne-Marie.
Right.
And Eva is her, well, Eve, I call her Eva because I know somebody called Eva, but Eve is her granddaughter.
Amazing. I love that. I love that. Now, if you want to go for either option of the one-day special, it's £49.94. Great saving of £16 and 2 payments of £24.97. However, we have got a complete collection for you. So if you are going to go for both, take this out. Check out this saving. There you go. So that's that extra £5 that's carried over basically. Now it's even better if you are a Freedom member. Look at that, £85.39, and it's also on 3 flexi-buy payments, which is really good. So then you can spread the cost even more easily, if you know what I mean. 3 payments of £28.46, 892,985. It is well worth becoming a Freedom member. This is what we call a why not deal. So check out these prices there. So basically your postage will be covered. I love this idea. So become a Freedom member for just £5.97 per month. Now you're getting those 48 stamps, 48 dies in that complete collection. Absolutely beautiful. They're so super cute. There you go.